On August 21st, Rabbi Segal, the new head of school, was interviewed by The Boiling Point, sharing his thoughts and ideas for the future of Shalhevet.
Seeing how Shalhevet functions and how it is as a school, what is your number one priority for keeping something of Shalhevet the same, and number one priority for change in Shalhevet?
And I think at some point, the town halls and the democratic notion, and the fairness committee, and all of those pieces have started to feel a little bit more like pieces rather than part of some whole overarching sense of we're the just community. We still have more just community and democratic involvement by the students than I think in any school I've been at or seen. But I don't think it's where it could or could be and where it can be.
Seeing the trip to Poland and Israel was moved, this will be moved to February instead of being in May.
Yes.
Were you involved in the decision to change it? And if so, what is there a reasoning?
Given our mission of being a Zionist, religious Zionist or Zionist school that encourages all students to spend a year after high school in Israel at some sort of program, connecting themselves to their heritage, to the land of Israel, we were, through nobody's fault, we were not doing as good of a job as we could getting our students to make that choice, which I think is a very wise choice for young people. You can't do that in May. You can't go and see that and then say, okay, I'm going. If you go in February, we can take you around to schools for a day, and you can make the decision for yourself. Because right now, I don't think students are making an informed decision.
How will it affect classes that, like advanced placement classes that are studying for a test with a deadline? It used to be that they would go after.
Right.
Or classes where there are seniors and juniors. So
Bell to bell. These prep schools do it, and they miss 2 weeks of school, and they're taking the APs, and they're doing just fine on the APs. It's because they are teaching from bell to bell every single day, and every student is showing up prepared, and students are preparing for the classes. And I mean, that's what happens when you have things moving along. When you don't, and you kind of have enough space, and you're, okay, so a day gets wasted here, and we talk about who knows what, and a day gets wasted there. Then you have to do the trip after the APs take place. But I think our goal of getting students to consider seriously in a way that's thoughtful a year in Israel is important enough that we need to move the trip. I mean, that's where we do the trip in Houston.
Many students are on more than one extracurricular, and which sometimes overlap, and that can hurt both extracurriculars if they want to be in both. So what plans do you have?
As far as to get somebody who kind of coordinates all co-curriculars. I think some of what happens here is that people are operating in their own sphere and aren't calendaring with each other. There's not one central calendar for every co-curric and what time those happen. And so part of that, I think, is just an administrative issue and us trying to help support different people to manage with each other.
Rabbi Segal is filled with ideas to push this school past its limits. For The Boiling Point, this is Yonah Nimmer.